Well, here we are again for another Monday night hangout. We got one watching. We do this every Mondays and Fridays at 7 Central. And in order to participate, you have to be a supporter of Stunt Hangar over on the Stunt Hangar forum. Post. And that link is in a place called At the Bench, and it's there now. I know that Gary, you'll want to know where it's at. Let's see here. We got this. We got 5 watching now. I've been cutting stencils today. So I haven't been doing much, just cutting stencils. Tonight during the meeting, I'm going to clean all this stuff up and sort some wood so tomorrow we can get started building an airplane. This came out real nice. You get nothing's changed since Friday. I put the little tang in the nose here and did the hold downs in the back. Should be fine. I will sand the inside some more. I mean, this is about as far as I can go on this fuselage crutch now. I need to put the airplane together first before I go any farther. Take this off, take the top off, set it on the bench, give it one more square of the firewall to make sure that we're running 0. And I'll take my height gauge and run down. I'm thinking about getting a laser level. You know, a 3-axis laser level. Somebody's got something open.
Just me. I don't have anything.
Yeah, okay. So what's going on?
Just been watching you work on your plane. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's going to
moving
work,
pretty
isn't it?
slow.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's working pretty good, though. Yeah, it's a little slow, but you'll make it.
I only got a year to get it done.
Yeah.
Actually, not a year. It's 8 months. Because you got to have time to fly it before the nationals.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, that laser level would be nice for you to have when you're, yeah.
You know, one of them spinning things that shoots the lines and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Put it right on the bench and then zip around it so I can get a line all around it. I can't afford to pay attention right now, so it ain't going to be for a while. Yeah. Hey, we made 98 cents on the first and $1.30 on the second, and we're up to $3 today. I don't know what they're doing. I think they're punishing me for some reason. Let's see, we got any chatters? Chatters. Philip Juarez. Cal looks really good. Thank you very much, Phil. me pop this out. Pop out chat so I can keep a better eye on it.
Yeah, when you're building like that, though, it takes time because you got to look at it and see how to do it and check on things and double check,
Yeah.
carve a little bit
Well,
here and sand a little bit here.
but it's like this tab I put on the front here,
Right.
up here. That really worked out good. I just thought that up as we're doing this.
Yeah.
I would like to, make this model a front row airplane. I'll have plenty of weight to play with because this is going to be super light. We're going to put I don't really need it, but that little tab right there,
Mm-hmm.
it's a locator now, but I want something to hold the front of the cowl down. I'm going to put a 256 blind nut behind it and a screw through this side to hold that on. It has a little notch there
Right. Yeah. So you make that. Mm-hmm.
that locates that. That fits perfectly. And then 2 hold down bolts in the back. Now I got a slight issue with a hold down bolt back here. I don't want to feed in there real good, because I had to do this. I had to do this different than I normally do. I used red paint to mark.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it went. I used red paint where to mark to drill the holes. Normally I drill them, together, but there was no way to do that. But it'll be fine.
Yeah. I just thought maybe a couple just little dowels going through your nose ring end on top of your piece that you got in there that you're going to screw into.
That's how
Maybe
I
it's
normally
kind
do
of
it.
stiffen it a little bit so it wouldn't, you could tighten it down, at least it wouldn't
I usually
come off.
drill
But
one hole right there and put a
mhm.
dowel in the plywood nose ring on the cowl and have
Yeah,
the dowel sticking through and then cut flush. You can't do that with this because it's
yeah,
got to roll
yeah,
on.
yeah. I just
Normally
thinking that,
you stick it, all my other cowls are stuck down this way.
yeah. I,
This one here has to roll up this way.
but I just thought maybe to go on top of that little tab that glued on there, just kind of reinforce it. So when you put pressure on it to put your screw in there, it would just help stiffen it a little bit
Now
so
I'm
it
going to put
wouldn't break off. But
another piece of plywood only inside the cowl.
mm,
And then I'll build it up with some super fill to make it real smooth in there.
yeah,
I'll do that when I put the saran wrap on this and I put saran wrap on it and fill that crack full of super fill and block sand it to make it a perfect fit. I'll do that then. But it's close. I mean,
mhm.
it's pretty good for
And
being roughed in.
you're going to mold the top block, aren't you?
Yeah, top
Yeah,
and bottom get
bottom.
molded.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, get us a weight on this thing to see how much where it's at. I think the fuselage is going to be 6 ounces. The wing should probably weigh another 5. So that's 11 ounces, and the elevator stabilizers are going to weigh 2.5. So that's 11, 13 and a half. Let's say 14 ounces for the basic airplane, and then the top and bottom block 15. It'll be 16 ounces, and then you start adding the canopy and the pilot and all the other shit. So that's 16, 17, 18, and we got it should be real light. Should be real light. If that wing weighs 5 ounces, that's heavy. There's nothing but strip ribs on there. Don't weigh shit.
Right. You making full rib? You make full ribs,
Yep.
don't you? Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't had any luck with doing half ribs. Every other rib is a half rib.
Right.
I always end up sanding through the tissue on the half
Uh,
ribs.
oh, okay.
Now I did see one thing I started doing that I learned from Wendy is he always took a brush and painted extra coats of dope on the paper over the top of the ribs. I never used to do that, but I started doing that.
Yeah, you would have a tendency to sand there and get a little bit thinner.
He takes a striping brush,
Okay.
dunks it in
Yeah.
the dope, and then lines the ribs, each rib.
Mhm.
So I'll do that again.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen you do that. Yeah. See, that's something I probably never thought about, you
I
know.
didn't either. Wendy, I learned from everybody.
Right. Everybody's got little something they can learn
If it's a
from.
good idea, no problem.
Hmm.
Bad idea? Nah, no thanks.
Yeah.
Well, come on, guys, come on in and talk to us. I know we're new,
Yeah.
we're fresh here. It's 15, only 15 minutes in, but
Mhm. And we're in August already.
it doesn't get hot
Yeah.
until end of August, September.
Yeah.
That's when it really gets hot here.
We have fires all over the place.
What do I think of them?
Yeah. And that's
I don't
something.
know. I didn't know anything about it.
Oh, you're out Washington there, coming down through and burning houses and stuff. Yeah.
Well, for fire management. Here comes John Miller. That's good.
Yeah. See if
Steve
John Miller
Smith.
smells the smoke.
It smells what?
I said, you smell the smoke yet?
Oh, burning my eyes.
Is that,
It's only
yeah.
like 20, 27, 30 miles away.
Keep your eyes
Yeah.
closed.
Yeah, and I bump into walls and things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up,
But
Steve?
Hey, how you doing?
Did you go flying?
I did.
You don't call me no more?
Well, it's in the text.
I don't get those. I mean, I don't hear them.
That's
I
because you
don't get
turned
them.
it off.
Yeah. Because you guys, the way you guys text back and forth.
Yeah.
You could leave them on, but turn the notification off, I guess. We're thinking about going Wednesday.
Okay. Call me. That's that little beep, beep, beep. Hello.
Oh, I don't know how to use that. I can only text and email.
Yeah.
You don't?
Pretty high-tech stuff there, Steve.
I would like to get
Yeah.
in one flight before the contest.
Okay. Well, we got a couple months still.
Yeah, today was Old People Day, so I couldn't go today anyway.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
First of the month chores.
Yeah, shopping, that shit.
Uh-huh.
Steve, did you get that email from me?
I think so.
I haven't received anything from you, so just thought I'd give
Let's
a call.
see. John Miller. Well, I do not see one.
If you want to get that, what is that? The Spectre rebuilt, drop it off and we'll do the same deal. I don't remember what you gave me for it, but we'll do the same deal.
Okay. It's going to be a Frankenplane. You don't have any more of that Monaco.
No, you're gonna have to buy a couple rolls.
Oh my.
Go to Shapers and get a couple. I'll strip it all and we'll make it a different color, whatever color you want.
Well, John, I don't see an email from you.
Well, you should have my email.
Let me check that.
It's that newfangled electronic stuff.
Yeah.
It's a little more different than texting, though.
Let's see.
I hate texting.
I got a lot of Johns in here.
John's a popular name.
I do not have you in there. What the heck? All right, let me stop that. Can you
Well,
put
we
it in
have
the
another.
private chat again?
Pardon?
Can you put it in the private chat again so I can put it
Right
in
here?
Yeah, don't say it out loud, just put it in.
Yeah, I can do that.
I got asked a question here on the chat. It says first, Steve Berry says, "Good Monday evening, everyone. Hello." And then Phil Lores says, "What's my opinion on our opinion on the Enya 61 CXLR for a classic build of Bob English Quasar?" Well, let me give you my opinion on Enya. Enya makes a super good engine. They're a little on the heavy side. They take a long time to break in, but they are very reliable and well machined. As far as that particular engine goes, I've never run one, so I can't give you an honest opinion. But would I be afraid of trying it? No. If it's a little heavy, just shorten the nose a little bit or add more paint. But my 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 first thing is to shorten the nose before you add more paint. They used to take those magnums and that stuff and put 4-strokes in them and shorten the nose by 2 inches. I particularly don't like that setup, but whatever. Ray says, "Good evening." Hello, Ray.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I was looking for the wrong thing.
I've run Enyas for years off, but it's going back many years. I haven't run the more recent ones, but I don't see any difference why their design and build would change significantly.
High quality stuff.
Yeah, very high quality stuff. They'll last forever. They take a while to break in,
Yep.
But boy, do they run well after that, and for a long, long time. You got to really abuse them to ruin them.
And when I say a little heavier, I'm comparing it to a super tagger. It's probably a half an ounce heavier.
Yeah,
It's not a big deal.
you could go a quarter to 3/8 inch shorter on the nose and be okay on that.
Yeah.
Half inch if you want to have a little headroom.
That's if you build light. If you're heavy on the paint can, leave it as is and add more paint.
Yeah,
Remember, the nose only has to be long enough to balance the airplane.
well, it only has to be long enough to carry the fuel system and the power system, and then you
Well,
then you can play with it, lengthening it or shortening it as much as you can for the balance.
when you say that, see, the way that I do it with the notch in the wing, you can make it super short. So
Yeah,
I mean, I could make it 4 inches long.
but you're gonna wind up at some point getting in the way of your bell crank.
Depends how you design the airplane.
True, but most people don't redesign the bell crank mounts and all that to avoid, you know, the situation. So it can be done. Anything can be done.
Yeah.
If you want to spend the time to do it. That's sure looking nice.
The tank on this is the spar. The tank on this sits way back here. So I could shorten this up another inch because I got an inch between the tank and the engine. But I have found this is pretty short. It's 9 3/4 or 9.5. I don't know. Let's see what it is. I don't like them really short noses. I got one that's 8. My S6B Supermarine is 8 3/4.
Now you measuring to the balance point or to the leading edge?
Leading edge. This one is 9. Let's see. Yep, 9. But I got one. My S6B Supermarine is 8 3/4. I had a Thunderbolt with 8 3/4. But I wish I would have made it 9 or 10.
I like the way you set up your uh, screws there to hold the cowl on. It looks good. I've taken to measuring uh, from the center of gravity, referencing everything to the center of gravity. That's what I'm trying to influence, is moving the center of gravity.
Wait a minute. The bell crank's way back here. So it's
Yeah,
2 inches behind the leading edge. Leading edge is right here. And the bell crank sits into the wing, probably 1.5 inches on this one.
that's about as far back as you can put it and not have the bell crank really back there. I know it works, but I think there's some other factors that come into play when you move the bell crank too far from the center of gravity.
You're exactly right, but you're the only guy that's agreed with me. Howard says it don't matter. You can put the bell crank way back here.
Well, you could, but it doesn't mean it's going to fly as well.
That's
It'll
right.
fly, and it's has to do with the distance between the center pressure and the CG and all of that stuff.
I think it more has to do with centrifugal force. They say pointer tethers the wingtip. Pointer tethers the center pivot point. But you can't tell that to how we had an argument 20 years ago on that lasted for months.
Never argue with a man that has a slide rule.
Yeah.
Well, he has a pretty good sense of humor. He did some kind of goofy bell crank example where he put it on the trailing edge, but I know how he did it.
Yeah. Well, I try to put my bell cranks close to the center of gravity. It's usually about half an inch behind it.
Here's how I plot my bell crank location and wingtip weight box location. I got a long ruler there that'll span the whole wing. You look at the wing, you figured 22 to 30% for approximate center of gravity. You put the lead outs just behind that. Then from the center of the lead outs, you go all the way out to the wingtip and keep all that in a straight line. Bell crank pivot and wingtip weight box. And that way nothing's swinging around like this when you're giving it a
good
turn.
way. That's not a bad way of doing it. I usually, because I draw it on the computer, I use the computer to do a lot of calculations, and I usually wind up finding my center of gravity at the mean aerodynamic chord. That way I can extend it on the plans fore and aft or left and right, and move. When I want to move it, I can figure, okay, I look at I use what Fancher came up with. It's a rule of thumb. But if you got a you got to
Is that
stab an
it right
elevator,
there?
huh? Yeah,
This the rule of thumb?
like that. What he said is if you got to stab an elevator together, their area is say 24% of the wing and flap area. Then you figure your starting CG at 24%. And you'll be close. You may have to move it depending on, but you'll be starting close, so it won't be way out. So if you're 30% on stabbing elevator, then you set it at 30% of the wing with the wing and the flap. And I've done it for years and it's worked out. I've hardly ever had to move the CG more than just a little bit. Mainly I've had to put weight on it because I didn't hit the CG with my build. I could have had a longer or shorter nose. And so now when I'm drawing them, I've started figuring the weights and balances, getting the weights in inch ounces, the same for the tail, second part behind the CG and in front of the CG. Then it'll balance on the CG. And it can
Well,
tell.
here's a rule of thumb that I use, and you can use it too. Anybody can use it. 1 ounce per inch. It's got a 60-inch wingspan. That airplane's going to come out 60 ounces, 56, 50, so on and so forth.
Yeah, that's a good way to figure for the end weight. Yeah, I'm talking.
So you figure the weight out, and that's where the balance is going to be.
Well, see, I'm figuring we're using the dimensions
Of the airfoil. I
mean
understand exactly
aerodynamic
what
chord.
you're doing.
The mean aerodynamic chord means a lot. And that's where you set and find your CG. Then you extend it towards the center and out to the tips. If you don't find the mean aerodynamic chord, if you just go up alongside the fuselage, you're going to be off.
It's usually on the spar.
Depends on the airfoil and how it was laid out. That airfoil that's used in the flapless stunner that Umland was selling, if you put it on the center of the spar, you'd be off.
Well, 10-inch wing, 10-inch root cord, it's going to be somewhere between 2 3/4 and 3.5 inches behind the leading edge.
That's in the formula. Yeah, that works.
That's just the rule of thumb. Now I do CAD drawing too, cardboard aided design. I lay it.
You know, Bob Gialdini told me how, we were talking once about the vertical CG and finding the vertical CG. And he says there's all kinds of formulas that you can use to get the vertical CG, but the easiest one is to make a scale rendering of the profile of the airplane with the gear pants and all of that in there. And then you find a spot on a pin, you mount a pin, and then you find where it balances. And he says, that'll be close enough.
Halfway between the thrust line and between the thrust line of the engine and the thrust line of the wing. That's where vertical CG is more than likely going to be.
Well, that's where you'd want it, but sometimes you have to put longer gear or bigger wheels or bigger wheel pants or take the wheel pants off or whatever to get it to balance out. See, and the nice thing about with the CAD system is I can ask for center of mass on the side view, which is the same thing. And it'll show me exactly where the center of mass is on that side view. And that's close enough to my vertical CG that I can use it.
I would love to know how to do CAD drawing for model airplanes. However, that's just another hobby that I would have to endeavor instead of building airplanes. I can build the airplane faster than you can draw it. I just go, yep, that ain't right. Yep,
Well,
change
yeah,
that. You know.
probably for the first one, but if for instance, if I'm using this wing and this style of stab and elevator, I can put one together in a matter of hours. Now, what takes the time is writing out all the instructions on it. The lettering that has to go on. Guys working on plans, if something's different, they need a little guidance on where to go, because there's no article on how to build a darn thing going along with it. That's what takes the time.
And myself, I have to visualize. I mean, I have to have it in my hand to see what can I do.
Yep. You're old school.
This is a perfect example.
You're old school, and that's not a put down. That's an enviable quality to have. The old school style of design works. Guys that know how to use it and have been trained to use it can do a pretty darn good job consistently.
Like, I don't know the engineering load on this motor mount, but I know that one thin piece of 1/8 inch plywood would not do it. And how I know that is I had Viper 8 that I had transformed to an electric airplane, and I had one thin 1/8 inch mount on this, and it just ripped right out of there. So this one here is 14 plywood that I made, glue it all together, and it's notched and keyed into the fuselage side. So
yep.
By learning, and then I also have the stiffeners back here.
That's the good thing that comes from experience.
Yeah, and when you look at it, you go, well, that ain't going to work. It's going to come right out of there. I mean, it may look good on paper, but I can't.
For designing on paper, experience also translates it. If you got somebody that's never designed or been around a control line stunt ship, they can't design one word crap. They can design something that's pretty, but it's gonna have problems. But you take somebody that's been around, flown a bunch, build a bunch, and that he's gonna design using, just like you, all of the experience that he's gained throughout his life. And it's not that we should be warring one with another. It's just that
No.
I took the time at a point in my life to learn how to do it. And I suggest anybody can do it. And if there's anybody that wants to do it, the easiest way to get the skills you need is go take the
Do it.
course at your local community college. You take that, it's like night school, 2 nights a week, and you whatever homework you got, and that's for what, 6 months, and you've learned enough to design your airplanes, to use this. It's learning how to use the system because you already know how to
Software.
design.
It's the software that kills you. It's like this this CAD program that I use today for doing my my laser, not laser cut, but my cutter for the plotter. Shit, I only use it once every year, twice a year maybe. And if you want to do something tricky, you go, shit, I don't know how to do that. And you got to go through YouTube and see what I forgot or whatever.
Well,
The reason why I don't have polished video is because I found, I would run this channel on 3 camera system and then sit down and edit it. It would take more time to edit it than it did to build the airplane. So I don't
Yeah.
need another hobby.
But then once it's there, you can treat how many people have watched it and learned from it and can now have a better idea about it. Having say it took you 24 hours or 40 hours to do it, and you get 300-400 people that watch it.
I get 15 minutes of video.
Yeah, but they watch and they learn it. Here's Howard. Howard wound up getting
See
a
a
CAD
shark.
system.
shark,
He wound up
yeah.
getting a CAD system that I recommended to him. And at the time I recommended it, it was probably the best bang for the buck for a system. It's a good system. It's got a bigger learning curve than the one I learned on AutoCAD. But once
You
you
build
learn,
that, Howard?
Huh? What?
Did you build that?
Uh, I can't say.
Yeah, okay.
No, I didn't build that.
Huh.
Bertie,
Imagine that.
pull it up so you can see it.
Hey, I know an airplane looks exactly like that.
Well, the colors are different.
You build that one, Howard?
I've seen several of them just like that.
I didn't
Yeah.
build. I'm gonna charge some batteries.
They are a nice machine because you can take it apart and put it in a box and not worry about breaking it.
Well, it's one of those situations. How many have they built probably by now? They've learned
Gazillion.
they've learned how to build them and build them strong and good.
The tolerances are very tight, and it's amazing to put together. It took about an hour to put together, including finding the parts and stuff. And yeah, everything fits really well.
Yep.
And everything from another one would fit really well right on it. You know what I mean?
Possibly so.
Yeah.
I've heard that interchangeable parts.
I only have one. So. Oh yeah, I'm charging batteries. I forgot what I was doing.
I watched them fly at Las Vegas, and they do have a corner, I'll tell you that.
Well, there ain't no secret on it why it has a corner. It's all about the weight of the thing.
Yep, weight and balance.
Well, there's a little more than that.
A little more than that.
Yeah.
Put 10,
Enlighten
put
me.
10
I want to
ounces on it
know.
and see if it corners as good. What's that weight? 50 some ounces? 56, 58?
I don't know.
Yeah, they're light. And it'd even be better if it was 48.
By the way, Steve, I've got that information in there for you.
Would you? Yeah, I got it. Did you send? If you sent me an email, I can't find it, so I don't know what I did with it. Can you send it again?
I'll try.
Okay. Was it a question, a comment, or?
No, it's just you asked me to send you an email so you'd have it after we had our discussion and training.
Oh, okay. Well, I got it
You-
now, so I actually
Okay.
owe you an email.
Yeah, you were going to send me some
Yes,
information and
yes.
stuff. Yeah,
All right, I will take care of that.
thank you. I appreciate your hard work and dedication. Well, somebody's
thank
got to do it.
Yeah.
You know, one of the best stunt judges I ever flew in front of, one of two,
I
and
don't
I
think you
can't
ever
remember
flew
Plus,
his,
in
gave
front
a
of me,
good
did you?
score.
I can't remember his name, but he was from the mid, he was from your area, I think. He got sick and died about 15, 20 years ago.
Thinking
Bill,
of
I think,
Zimmer?
Bill
Bill
Zimmer,
Zimmer.
Zimmer,
Zimmer, yeah.
yeah, he was good.
I don't think I ever met him. Would have
I
liked
met
to.
him. I met him. He was an interesting guy.
Yeah.
The other guy that flew from in front of and took some training with was Art Adamison.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's funny the things you remember from such things like Art telling me if you that you if you're not doing it right, you're throwing away 40 points or more in every flight, and that's on maneuvers that you do on every flight. You can't
Take
do a
off and
flight
landing.
without them. Take off and landing. And then he says, if you want to go further, you can throw level flight in there. And
Art
inverted.
Animation was real big on body posture.
Yeah, he was. He never talked to me about maybe my body posture was so bad he figured it was a losing chance.
Yeah.
Gordon
He helped
flies
me
with his
quite a
hand
bit.
right. Gordon flies with this hand here and this hand right here holding the handle, right on the center of his body. And that's how he flies, all tucked in on it. He doesn't want this arm out here waving because he figures it distracts the judges. So
You're not watching the pilot.
I know, but he was looking for any extra point he could get. He always
You
got
know who
more
flies?
points than I
You
got.
ever watch? Oh shoot, Mr. Fun from Philadelphia.
Banjack.
Banjock. He
Banjock?
flies like this.
Yeah,
He's got his hand right in front of his eyes, right below his
yeah.
eyes.
Well, Walker flies like this.
Yeah.
Just, you know,
Huh?
Banjock is pretending he's in the cockpit.
and then there's
He could be. That might work. That might
Jim
work.
Hoffman. He can fly left or right-handed. Doesn't matter.
Bad at both.
Hi, Jim.
Hey, Jim.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
That picture that came on when you first come on, Jim, didn't look anything like you. When was that?
what picture was that?
Your profile picture that comes on before your camera comes on?
I was probably taken 20, 30 years ago.
Was I sitting with a white airplane?
You're kneeling next to a white airplane.
I still have that airplane.
Still have
Really?
that knee?
Yeah, that's an
Yeah,
old picture. That's an old picture.
Hmm.
That's my USA 1, I think.
What you got now? You're gonna fly next year?
Let's see. I've been flying a Predator for a while, my orange Predator. I'll fly that. I have lots of airplanes. I've been flying Carrier lately. That's been fun.
You and two other guys?
Me, well, it's not a big group. There's about 5 or 6 of us locally that fly it.
Well, that's good.
Not a big group, but it's fun. It's difficult.
Yes, it is.
So I fly a little of everything. I fly some old time, a little classic, Pampa expert, that type of thing, and the Carrier's fun.
I used to fly a few things, but now I sit and watch.
Mhm.
No, we have a nice place to fly in Tucson. Is a nice group, small but nice,
Yep.
and
And good
that's what I
flyers,
do.
good flyers, and they can watch your flight and tell you what you did wrong, and what you did right.
Yeah. Lou was able to do that. Warren was able to do that.
Yep.
But no,
Warren's still flying?
no. Warren stopped flying about 5 years ago.
What is he, about 150?
Warren is, I'd say, late 80s. He's in good shape physically. His bad hearing. I know his memory has a hard time remembering things, but he'll go out and walk 2 miles, not a problem. No. But he moved back to Michigan near his daughter, him and his wife. So that was right around Christmas. But we miss him. We miss him.
Speaking of old people, Steve, when is Frank's 100th birthday?
Thursday.
And it's somewhere in Illinois?
Yeah, it's in
Are
Granite
you gonna
City.
go?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Let's see. Got it in my calendar.
We got a guy in our club is turning 100, Frank Beatty.
Yeah.
I've known him 30, I don't know, 35 years.
Uncle Lenny's Food and Brews in Granite City.
Whoa, sounds like a fun place. If they got cheese,
Never been there. Apparently it's his favorite place, favorite restaurant. It's gotta
There's
be a,
Ed. There's Ed. When I saw this, I still got Ed's
hey,
card. I wish I had another card. I would give one of these to Frank because this is what he flew. Scale airplanes that look like that.
oh my goodness. It's quite the car.
I might have another one, but I'm not sure. And that
I guess I could take this little thing and out of the side and give him this one.
there you go.
Would that be okay with you?
With me?
Yeah.
Hey, it was
Recycle.
it was for you, and and some people, after the holiday throws them away. So,
I think this would
doesn't matter to me.
I think this would tickle the hell out of Frank because he's a scale builder and he flies an airplane that looks just like that. He
Yeah.
has many of them.
yeah.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a surprise
Wait
party.
a second.
We're supposed to get there early and
Do we have any?
Kim Panzik's gonna bring him.
Do we have any more of those
4:30.
pop up airplane cards, Christmas cards that we did?
Some, yeah. Why? You want one?
Well, Sparky was just showing me. Sparky, show my sister-in-law that card again. Chris,
Well, they wouldn't get here in time for Thursday, so
well, I could send you another one. Do we have another one of those?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
They're right here nearby.
Okay.
Look.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I could still, she's gonna check, but I could still send you another one to replace it.
There you go,
You know?
Sparky.
Just keep the piece out of it.
Keep the piece of it and you put that piece in the new one.
yeah. I think I just thought of that. You know, he's 100 years old. Something's, you know, I ain't got any, you know, a lot of money to give him for a gift, but this is kind of cool. He'd get a kick out of it.
What is that, a Fokker D8?
I don't know. Paper airplane.
Did it
No,
say-
just some round engine biplane.
Oh, okay. You know, when I was drawing plans for Brodak, he called me up one day and he said, John, he says, I really, can you do me a scale airplane, a profile scale? I said, sure I can.
Something
You know?
for Sparky too, that's the St. Louis thing. We got this, I don't know what this is. That it?
I don't know. Let me see.
But we could send that to him.
Well,
There's another kind.
no, that's different.
Okay, and here's this one. I don't know what this one is. I might need to take a screenshot of what it is he's showing me. Pretty sure
Right.
I've got all of them together here. Are you on the meeting now?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's the same one.
Oh, it's the same one.
Yeah. So I don't know
Oh,
what
is
this is.
Yeah, I've got one, but it's different.
Do you know what it is?
Okay.
It's cute as heck, though.
So it's that,
Uh-huh.
and then boom.
That's whatever. I mean,
We can replace that one with this one.
What's the matter? Do you have a problem?
He wanted to give that one to a gentleman that's 100 years old.
Yep.
Oh,
100 years old. Yeah.
Yeah.
and he's in St. Louis. Give him that. Want to show him that? They sent us this by accident.
Yeah, we got this from the pop-up card place, St. Louis.
Oh,
boy.
wow.
It's neat. It really is neat.
Yeah, we ordered some and they sent us a bunch of other samples.
Make sure.
But
Oh, cool.
no, I could send you another pop-up card like that, Sparky. It's just a different airplane.
You don't have to. I just wondered if I thought maybe you'd be offended if I gave him that
No.
card.
No. The intention of the card was to send it there for the holidays and
It's neat.
after
I mean,
that,
I love the card. I still got it. You know, obviously I like it. I didn't
Yeah.
throw it out.
yeah.
Oh, here's this one. I got another one.
Well, got one more.
Got another type. It looks like. Sorry, I'm not, yeah, that one's neat. Show him that
Oh.
one.
This one I like.
Sorry to interrupt, but
Let's
It's
see
all right.
here.
can you show it to him? So
So-
it's a cutout of a biplane on the front, really nice, super good quality. And then it's coming out of the
cool.
clouds.
Oh,
Can
cool.
you see it?
Yeah, that's nice.
That's a really neat one.
Yeah.
Why don't we send him
Have her-
that?
Did you look? Have your sister, that
I'm here.
lady, look at this one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one that's in your office, Ed. I
Yeah.
put it under glass in Ed's office.
Yeah, she put it under you know how you can get a case for like a football? Fits right over it.
Well, you can give him that one and I'll order you another one.
Yeah, if
They
you-
have so
I
many.
can send you that one. Like that, Sparky.
They have so many. I don't have the, oh no, I do have the envelope. I think it's underneath.
Yeah.
So
I'm
you
not
didn't
worried
like
about-
this one?
Not worried about the envelope. And that.
No, if you're going to give it to somebody, it needs to
No,
be.
no,
an
no.
envelope.
Oh, that's right.
I can't believe you don't like this one though. This
Well,
biplane coming out of the clouds is, I mean, the
Well, he's
propeller's fancy. Oh, is that the plane that flew?
he's got a thing to go to and it doesn't have time for something to get mailed.
Not even FedEx?
Yeah,
No.
when is this? Tomorrow?
When is it, Steve?
Thursday.
I can
Thursday.
FedEx it tomorrow. You can have it the next day.
Can
That'd be
overnight
Did I
it.
get it Thursday or?
Wednesday.
You get it Wednesday.
I don't want to trouble you. I mean, that's a lot of money to send something overnight.
Yeah, but he's 100
No.
years old. I
Yeah.
mean, that's kind of
You
special.
ain't got to worry about that.
That's special, Sparky. We'll
Okay.
talk about it later.
I'll put something in the mail tomorrow for you.
I'll keep looking.
I'll FedEx it tomorrow.
There may be one more. I just need to dig. I
Yeah.
gotta dig some more.
Yeah. And you'll have a choice.
Okay, I just thought it'd be really nice to give Frank one of these, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
What's he got, about 50 airplanes, Steve?
Who, Frank?
Yeah,
Probably, if he didn't wreck them.
well, he don't fly them. You can't get him started, so.
That's true. It's true. So what's the name of that site, Ed? Is it
To buy those
Bluebird
cards,
card? The pop-up card.
Chris,
Yes, sir.
did we just put in pop-up cards? How did we get to the site?
We went to Etsy and
Oh.
went airplane pop-up cards. Is it his birthday?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
Well, there's this cool happy birthday. It doesn't pop up, but it's really beautiful.
Yeah.
I'll send you a picture of how I did Ed's in a glass trophy box with a mirror on the bottom. It looks so cool.
We'll
I think it's
overnight
called
your
Love Pop.
love pop. Oh,
I think it's called
that sounds right.
It's possible.
Yeah. I'll send you a couple of different options tomorrow overnight. You should have them. You should have it Wednesday.
I appreciate it. I'm sure Ed will appreciate it.
Yeah.
I mean, Ed, I mean, Frank.
Frank.
That'll be worth it. If it puts a smile, it's worth it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Frank now in probably 8 or 10 years. He hasn't been out to the circle.
No, I saw him a couple years ago at the Columbia, Illinois swap meet.
Now, he's not going to be like Barbarata, is he?
I hope not. I don't think so.
That was really sad. We had our club president, Bob Arata, and his daughter brought him out. He was living in a nursing home. His daughter would bring him to the contest, to the Broken Arrow contest.
Mhm.
And he didn't remember anybody. And I'd say, "Hi, Bob, how you doing?" He said, "Do I know you?" Yeah,
Yeah, it was
yeah, you knew
sad.
me 35 years.
Yeah, my quality guy that retired is that way now. He might know you one day and not the next.
Yeah, I saw on the forum, the Stunt Hangar forum, that Casminato is in that shape also. That's sad.
Yeah.
Sad when anybody gets like that.
That I can't believe because I've known him 40 years, you know.
My mother was like that. She said, "Who are you?"
Mm.
Who do you think I am?" I said, she said, "You're my dad's manager, aren't you?" I said, "Well, I guess I am." And then she said, "Tell me, does he have any money?" I said, "No, it's a depression. Everybody's broke."
Mm.
That was kind of mean.
Here's something from the chat. Eradetican, he says, for David Eiskens, Mass Cup has been canceled. The
Oh, my
town
God.
took the field for a fair. Oh, man.
What's that again?
The Mass Cup has been canceled. The town took the field for a fair.
I can tell you a little bit about that.
Ah, okay.
That's Rick Huff was organizing a contest. I don't know the details, but at the last minute, he's coordinating with the city or the township and the site. They had given it away to somebody else.
Wow.
and so they had to cancel the contest. That's true. Call Rick Huff for more detail.
Uh, nice lights you got there, Howard.
Oh, thank you.
Gotta hold a match on them to see if they're on. And then LED things.
Oh, Joe,
What's up, Mr. iPad?
Hello, gentlemen.
Hey,
where?
Joe.
Hello.
Did I see Mr. Gilbert at Pittsco?
Yes, you did.
Man, I first saw that and it said Pittsburgh. And
Yes,
it's like,
Kansas.
well, I want to go to that. Well, it's not Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Oh,
About 2 hours and 40 minutes from here, from our house.
Yeah,
Every bit of that.
man, I'm jealous. I've got their air rockets for the kids that I use. That we shoot the rockets and they can shoot some gliders. And the stuff that they have is pretty amazing.
It was a good time. It was a Pittsburgh Gorillas practice football stadium. AstroTurf, then a track around the outside, maybe 48 foot to the peak. And I lost the airplane. I had airplane fly right between the I-beam and the purlin and the roof, the 6-inch purlins. And it flew right at the peak. And I saw it go in there. And I blinked a minute, looked, and I couldn't see it. So I went and borrowed some field glasses from a guy named Mike. And I looked up, I couldn't see it, took my glasses off and laid down on the ground and looked and couldn't see it. Rubbed my eyes. I looked for that thing for 20 minutes and I could not see that airplane. Hanford said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I can't see my airplane. It went right there. I saw it go in right there." He got the buck. Yeah, it's there. It's right there. So Paul came over at the 45-foot long pole and held it like this by his tippy toes. And he couldn't see the airplane either, but Hanford guided him in and he hit the prop and it fell out and it run another 2.5 minutes down. Just kept flying all the way down. It was beautiful.
I think David Eskins is going to be very disappointed in that because he already bought his tickets non-refundable.
He knows it already.
no.
He
Oh, he
knows it
does?
already. Yeah. He knows it.
So I got to ask you, Joe, did you get to count the time that it was all stuck up there as flight deck?
No, you don't get that in 20 minutes. I think if it does get stuck, there's a rule. And I think if it falls off by itself in 10 seconds, you don't stop the watch. But don't quote that, but I think that's the rule. Sometimes they get caught up, the prop will turn and they'll fall off and take off flying again.
Mm.
It was a good time. I think there's probably 26 or 8 people there flying. Another 7 or 8
Wow.
watching probably.
Wow.
It was a good time. It really
And,
learned.
and Ronnie from California was out there?
Yeah. I met
Wow.
him at 12th Street Cafe. We sitting about it, I don't know, 6 or 8 of us around a table. And he come over and said, and Blanchard had a Tulsa Glue Dauber shirt on. He said, "Are you from Tulsa?" He said, "No, but he is." I said, "Yeah, I'm a glue dauber." He says, "Hey, we're having this thing. Friday's going to be a building airplanes for Science Olympiad and Saturday's a flying date." So I come home and called Tim and Tim called Hanford and we decided we'd go. It was a good time, man. The free flight airplanes are they're a little bit like stunt ships. They don't obey the rules of aerodynamics.
So is the Tulsa Glue Dauber's motto, the bigger the glob, the better the job?
Yeah, that may be right. That sounds good anyhow, doesn't it?
You know,
Wow.
I got a free flight, actually a contest, half-aid contest, free flight where the tips fold under, so it's got a symmetrical airfoil as you
For the
release
climb.
in the climb. Then
Yep.
it reaches the what they call it, the bun tip there, and those tips flip out. And I'm gonna have to play with that.
I've seen those. I've seen a rubber band one that did that. It flopped out. And huge. I don't know if it's a 14-inch prop, but it went like a bullet straight up on a rubber band.
Oh,
I
bad.
don't know what they call that thing, but it was something.
I
All
think it'd
this
be
stuff
cool.
is just a homemade stick and tissue or stick and bags or stick and that $high clear stuff. I don't know what they call that. I'm not qualified to build
Yeah.
the F2B thing, ABC thing that
Yeah.
the prop goes like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about getting your fingers in the prop.
It ain't gonna hurt you getting your finger in the prop. That's right.
And the whole thing wiggles around and moves around as the prop goes. It twists and turns.
Sometimes it does. It did. I'm not qualified to build that. There's a guy flew one for like 13 minutes or something in there like that, but it was a Easy B, but a souped up Easy B. I don't know what he called it, F1D or F1B or something. I don't know what it was. Had a big 12-inch prop with blades that may have been, I think he said 7 to 11,000 thick balsa blades that were glued together, and cut like a leaf out. It's just cool. That's all. Just neat stuff. It's good to see some other things in the hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got this one that I got from the Christmas party with the club. We had a guy who built these things, and he flew at the national level, and he was amazing builder. A lot of carbon fiber in that thing, and carbon tubes. The thing is ultra light. Like I say, it's his and what he do is he retire a contest plane out at the end of the season or a couple of seasons, build a new one, and then he'd bring the one he retired to the club meeting, the Christmas meeting, and put it on the table for bids. And nobody really wanted to bid on it. They were all bidding on stunt ships. So I figured, oh, what the heck? I think I got it for $5.
Shoot, I'll pay $5 for a good little airplane.
Oh yeah.
There's lots of things that's fun besides stunt.
Well, I don't know. I can only think of one.
Me too. Well, it's combat.
That's right, combat.
Well, that's another one that takes two people. That's for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Let it go, let it go. What's Mark been up to?
No, not much.
Okay.
It's been really hot. Nobody wants to go outside. Density
Getting that
altitude's
smoke from-
9,300 feet today.
9,300? Holy mackerel.
You getting that smoke from our fires, Mark?
Yeah,
Uh,
they say you're not supposed to go out because it's not healthy.
I can tell
We
you,
got it here now.
my eyes have been watering for days now from the smoke. But they're only like 28 miles away and right along
That's pretty close.
right along the mountains. The smoke goes right along the mountains, right past us. And it's getting everybody. And the fire took off the other day. They said it had one of the fastest progressions that they'd ever seen. And I think they missed the town. They had the town of Fillmore. They evacuated a lot of it, maybe all of it. But
Wow.
it missed the town. It's gone past that. Now it's along the lower ridges of that mountain. It's also getting out in the flats where the farms are. And those are all green and watered either by sprinkler systems or flood irrigation. I don't think they'll get too much trouble. I don't think the house will be burned. They might lose some crops. One farmer lost, or one cattleman lost over 100 cows.
Whoa.
And you think that it's worth $3,000 at the cut and wrapped, that's a lot of money.
It is $1,000 a piece on hoof. It's $100,000.
Yeah.
A lot of roast beef there.
Oh, yeah.
Hamburger on hoof, Mark. Hamburger on hoof.
No, it's more like pulled beef.
Mark,
heard
did you
what-
let? Sorry.
I just heard what Steve said about the Mass Cup being canceled. That's really sad because that's the main contest in Massachusetts for like the last 50 years, I think. They're still having it. Hopefully they can reschedule it.
Yeah,
So
I'm wondering what design the plane is that, Joe?
It's a nothing. I
A
just
nothing.
nothing.
Yeah.
Bent the tail, broke the fuselage several times to make it turn. I didn't know how to make it turn, so I just broke the tail and glued it back.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was doing. This thing's a couple years old, probably. It might make 5 or 6 laps. There's one. Air conditioner's on. 2, 3. 4.
Oh, boom.
Oh, it hit, but it's still going. 5. Hit the wall. Landed in front of the fireplace. The air conditioner loaded a little
Just
bit.
didn't go in the fireplace.
No, the fireplace isn't on. We don't need it today.
No, I'm sure you don't.
Yeah.
Mr. Waskey, sir.
Hey, man, how you
I
doing?
know I told you on Facebook, but congratulations. Well deserved.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, a little bit of a surprise and stuff.
I don't know why. Shouldn't have been a surprise.
Well, if you look at if the other inductees, they were really heavy on pilot experience, things like that. So, my competition was guys that have been out there flying forever and
Yeah,
stuff.
but you're influencing the next generation.
Well, and that had a good part of it and stuff. And I got to meet all the right people in the government that and who's what and what his mandate is, and several of them said they look forward to working with me and gave me their personal cell phone numbers.
Oh, that's
Cool
cool.
deal. Cool
Nice.
deal.
Sounds like just like the kind of in you need.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
It's
how?
much like in life. Somebody's got to give you a job, but it's your responsibility to keep it.
Yeah.
Need a drill for that, Joe.
Say again. I've
Hook
got
that
to
up
wind
to
it. Time I
a
get Colleen to
drill.
hold the prop and do this, I can just wind it till it's triple knotted.
You don't have a holder to hold the plane while you
A
while you
stooge?
wind it up?
You
Yeah,
need a
but
wind
not
up
in,
stooge. Oh,
and
that
not
one.
in
Yeah,
here.
I can't.
That wooden prop, you can't. To wind this rubber band, you have somebody's got to hold the prop like that, or
Yeah.
take the rubber band off and wind it up and then transfer it back.
Yeah.
But for these little bitty, it probably only getting 400 winds or something.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, I went to the only free flight contest I've ever been to, and I want to go back because I really, really enjoyed it. There was a guy, and I wish I could remember his name. If I could think of his name, you've heard of him. Scale man. He flew RC scale and he flew control line scale. Now he's flying free flight scale. He had a B-29.
Dave Platt. Dave Platt.
Platt. That's him. He
Is
had
that-
a B-29 there. And I mean, he took this thing. That's beautiful, honey.
That's smart.
He took this thing and made a holder that the thing set in, and this part folded down
Dang.
so that you could crank, so that you could wind this engine. Then that folded back up to hold that engine. Oh my gosh, that's neat. My daughter's gotten into making jewelry and she's getting quite good at it. Anyway,
They're hypoallergenic.
he had 4 engines done up that way, and then he had this thing that holds it. And he takes it out and he does it in one motion and pulls this thing away. The props start spinning and he tosses it. And this thing flies around the field for about not long. I mean, it wasn't that it was that long, it was just that it was that impressive. A B-29.
Yeah.
And it came in and landed. Instead of coming in at an angle, this thing looked like at the last second it just leveled up. And it just was so darn cool. And
6,
Dave got to explain, and that's called ground effect. The wing, it affects
7.
the wing and it gets it like nice and level, and it sits down there all at once. But this thing sit down on the mains and just, it was just cool. He
Those
flipped
guys are
everything.
worse.
But Dave is one interesting individual.
Yeah.
Hey, Phil, I got 2 guys from the National Free Flight Society coming for the expo
Cool.
for the free flight portion.
Cool.
And that. And
I may
Doug,
have to spend
who
more
has
time
been
over
with
in-
me every year. Doug Griggs has been with me every year, and he's got a buddy that he has got coming with him. So that should be pretty cool.
Yeah, I built the plane he gave me last year. I'm holding off till I get to see him I'm gonna get him, okay, now how do I trim this thing? We're either gonna
Yeah.
fly it or tear it up, but it's gonna be brand new when I take it. It's in a box about so big, and we're gonna take that with us.
Well, that could be the 25th in the afternoon, because we'll be done with the students at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock.
Cool
And
deal.
we'll have the rest of the day for ourselves and to set up for the next day.
That's cool.
Howard, are you going to fly?
Well, I hope so. I've got
Good.
I found a set of lines or I made a set of lines and I'm adjusting them, and I got to put a battery in it and stuff like that.
I drove all the way to the model field at 9 o'clock, got there at 9 o'clock this morning. Took my airplane out and went and got the props and went back to get the batteries, and they weren't there.
Whoops.
So I was the
Been
guy
there.
that started the engines and launched them for the guys. Then I mowed for an hour. That's what I did.
Been there and done that too many
It's
Yeah.
hard.
times.
It's hard to be stupid.
No, it ain't.
It ain't
Life's
hard, but it's frustrating.
Life's hard. Life's hard if you are.
Okay. It's not hard to be stupid, but it sure is frustrating.
Yes.
Reminds me of a song.
I've been doing it for years.
Oh Lord, it's hard to be stupid.
Yeah.
I got a good cup. Can you read my cup?
Oh,
Baton Rouge, yeah.
but I know where you got
Baton
that.
Rouge.
So I got a technical question
Uh-oh.
for those of you who fly electric airplanes.
Okay.
Oh, well, I'm not.
So my experience with electric airplanes and the props and the prop nuts have been these aluminum collets that grab onto the steel shaft.
Yeah.
I dislike them
Well,
because you have a piece where you have aluminum on aluminum and it galls. Very painful. You need to build some sort of a gear puller type device for when you get in trouble. So anyhow, the reason for my question, somebody gave me this.
Wait a minute.
It's got 2 set screws,
Hmm.
about 120 degrees apart. I've never seen anything like this, and I don't have any experience with it. And I was wondering if anyone else has any experience with it.
That's a
What does
prop
the rest
spinner.
of it look like, Jim?
It's a spinner backplate, right?
Yeah.
The spinner
I'm sorry,
backplate.
there.
That. Well, look at that.
Hmm.
It's
still-
made by
I see.
made by Spectrum. They're pretty big guys in the RC world.
They sure are.
I don't know why it wouldn't work, Jim.
I don't either. It
I
looks
see
cool.
no reason why it wouldn't. Do you?
What is the size of that hole that's in that thing? That's huge.
Probably 5 mil.
That's a 5 millimeter hole. That's pretty standard for the
Fits.
electric motor shaft.
It fits
Yeah.
perfect on it then, right? I mean, it's nice tight fit.
I think so. Yeah.
I can't see that'd be a brilliant idea. I think.
I don't know. I
just like.
I don't trust wheel collars on. I don't trust set screws on my wheel collars, let alone my propeller. No.
Time to have a little faith, Jim.
But does anyone have any actual experience with these? Not opinions,
I do
experience.
No.
not. Nope.
No, I do not. I've
Okay.
never even seen one like that before.
Okay.
You are.
Thank you very much.
you're
Let
us know.
Oh.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Leave it to Jim to come up with something brand new and exciting.
Speaking of going to the field and forgetting to take something. I just did. But fortunately,
The field is
Yeah,
close to the
the
house.
field is at
close.
home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder, mine's 28 miles away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Howard
I-
complaining that he has to walk to the field where the rest of us have to drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to walk further from the parking lot to the field than he does from the house to the field. Lord.
That's what
Oh,
was
man.
great at Oliver's house. Walk out the shop and take 70 steps and use it to circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
I bought one of those pull along wagons that fold up.
Yeah, I've
That's
got one too.
pretty convenient. Pretty convenient.
Mhm.
If you got to, I bring a lot of junk with me. So it's convenient.
The only thing wrong with that thing is you got to find some way to fasten it down in the vehicle because first time you have to slam on the brakes, that thing ain't light. And it gets to moving, it can tear some stuff up.
I always found it interesting to watch Keith Trossel when he comes out onto the field. Two little boxes like that, that's it.
Keith is a dead gum master. When he gets out there, he's ready to go. He's already checked the wind and everything. I don't know. Keith is something else.
You ever
My wife-
seen
He's just-
somebody fly diesel combat?
No, never even heard of
You
that.
know, they just walk out to the circle of the airplane. They don't need anything else. It's all
Gas
there.
in it. Just
So
flip it.
they gas it up before they go out.
Except gas it up. Yep.
Yeah, when they get through, whether they crash or not, their plane's ruined because it's fuel soaked. Ugh.
Well, it
Ah.
smells bad, but
Yeah.
Well, you use that
Golly.
perfumed kerosene that they use for
Oh.
indoor kerosene lamps. You smell like a rose.
Man, I tell you,
does that help?
we had a fella show up at a contest one time with a diesel airplane. It was not really a stunner, but he just wanted to put on an exhibition. And really what he wanted to do was fly this thing one time because he built it many years earlier and he'd never flown it. So the funny part was he gets out there and he fires the thing up and he goes off. He takes off and he takes off. I mean, he looks like Paul Walker taking off. He's looking right down the lines and he's down low and he takes off and he pulls that thing up and he brings it up to 4 feet and he makes about 6 laps and then he starts. And we said, "Oh crap!" So one of the guys took off running and got in there and grabbed his hand just as he just started to fall and grabbed the handle and saved it for him. Oh, he got so dizzy he couldn't even stand up. But it was so much fun to watch.
I actually flew a franchise twister competition in California. Was it California? Or was it I think it was in the mid. No, it was California because it's at the Whittier Narrows site, and I don't remember where I placed, but I sure had a lot of fun and made not a lot of smell. I had a Davis Diesel, what do they call it, kit on a KMB 28. That is that with a stronger rod in it. That is a good combination for a diesel conversion.
Yeah.
I had heard that they paved Whittier Narrows. Did they pave by the tether car too?
I haven't been there in years, so I don't know.
I'd say your information is old. I was at Whittier Narrows less than a year ago, but maybe a year ago last summer. And that circle is not good. There's some pretty bad cracks. I have a lot of planes with wheel pants that I wouldn't fly there.
Circle, the first circle when you go around the fence, is that what you're talking about?
There's the circle that's nearest the RC field.
Right.
And then there's this, is that the one?
Yeah, is that any good?
That's the one I'm talking about.
Okay,
They're
that used to
both-
be, go ahead, the thing used to be all grass.
No, well, there's 2 paved circles there, and then there's that third circle with a cage, like a speed circle with a cage around it.
And then there's
That's tether car. Oh, wait a minute. They got a speed cage.
There's also the tether car. There's also the tether car track too. That
Did they
I don't
pave where
have
the
much
tether car
information,
is?
but that's pretty high end track. I know.
Did they take up all the grass where the tether car is and put in pavement?
No, I think the tether car area. I mean, it's enclosed, but it's all grass all around it, I believe.
Okay, good. It's all nice there at that park with the grass.
It's a nice park, and you sit in the shade, in the grass, under the trees. The turbulence is horrible there. So is also the noise from the gun range nearby. It's exciting. The RC overflies on the control line circle every now and again.
Helicopters especially.
But the circles are deteriorating. They're not horrible, but they're deteriorating. You have to be careful.
The RC overflies back when I flew there 50 years ago were pylon racers, because that's their pylon is right there. But they were midgets or whatever. They had torpedo 40s on them with no throttle. They just wide open. We get them overflies there.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a myriad of different airplanes flying at that RC airplanes flying at that site. And a myriad of skill level pilots, I think. There's a contest there in a couple of weeks.
Have you had any airplanes come over into the RC field?
Yeah.
I mean, into the circles from the RC field?
Yes.
Not that I've witnessed. No. The worst thing ever happened to me out there was I was flying an official flight and a combat plane got loose and crashed in my circle.
Praise the Lord.
So everybody yells at me, says, you could take a do-over if you wanted. And I'm thinking, you know what? I got a good flight going on. I'm good. I'm not rattled. I'm good. I'm going to finish. So I finished the pattern and I land. And I was informed that I left out 3 maneuvers. So I guess I was a little rattled.
Whose combat plane? Do you know?
I don't know, Howard. Might have been yours.
I had a helicopter fly in the circle when I was competing there. He just came in. He was right close to me. I had to do this to make sure I didn't wind my lines up in his rotor. We had a little discussion after my flight.
I can't understand why the what do they call them? Drones think they're supposed to fly right through your circle, and they think they're going to follow you around and take pictures of your flight, and they don't even know what the pattern is, let alone how it runs. They fly through the circle and just get in the darn way, and then, well, if you'd hit my drone, I'm tethered, Bubba. You're not. I don't know. I don't know. I tell you, it's getting strange. There's so darn many people that come around and come out to the park now that they got no idea what the AMA is. They're not a member. And they come out there and they're so daggum entitled. They think they're supposed to be able to do whatever they want to do. And you don't matter. They're all that matters. And I'm saying,
you got that right.
If you damage one of my airplanes, you're going to find out what matters, because I ain't going to worry about AMA. I'm not going to wait for AMA. I'm going to take care of it myself. I've had enough. I know somebody's going to tell me, you just had one get destroyed by an RC car. Yeah, I did, but that was a little kid, and the father was out there with his son, and they offered to pay for that plane, but no. That guy was out there doing what he should have been.
Here's some information on that collet. It says the one time I tried let's see, The one time I tried one of those collets, so obviously it must not be any good. I tried one of those collets and didn't have much luck with it on my Pink Yak 11 profile. That's from James Dean.
Oh,
Ah,
Oh,
that's useful. Thank you, Sparky. I know James.
yeah.
yeah. If James had a problem with it, that's, how about that?
Yeah. What I don't like about these collets is, you're using these tiny set screws, and you can't get any torque on them. And if you replace them with a cap screw, that's a lot of mass out there. I'd be hesitant about
Yeah.
that.
Well, you get three
Yeah.
of them, and
Only
Yeah.
two.
Yeah, two.
So you
well,
replace it with a
Well,
cap screw, and once it's in there, cut it off. And then you can't get it out.
My collet does that.
Mm,
I'll ping James, but he's a skilled modeler. I trust him.
yeah. There's got to be a better answer than those pinch connections that we're using.
Red Loctite.
I
Well,
wonder
then
if
you can't take it apart though.
I'm wondering if you
Yeah,
put a
they-
little
take red apart.
indentation on the shaft.
You just have to
Those-
twist a
well,
little
that's-
oh,
harder.
blue, you can't.
That's what I would
yeah,
do.
Blue's the stuff you can take apart.
I think with a collet, if the back plate, if one of the parts were steel and the other aluminum, you wouldn't have the galling problem that we do now. But all the stuff that's out there commercially is aluminum on aluminum. I think they're trying to save weight, and it's also easier to make.
Oh, the shaft is steel.
Yeah, but
Rotor shaft should be steel.
the shafts are steel, but the way the collet works, there's a
Oh, yeah, it goes into aluminum piece.
tapered
Okay. Yep.
back plate that goes over the tapered collet, and that's the two parts, aluminum parts that gall.
Yep.
Yeah, they're trying,
Have a
probably just
machinist
trying to
make
save
you one.
weight as much. Probably
Joe,
trying to
you're
save
muted.
weight, rotational weight as much as anything.
Joe, you're muted. You're muted, Joe.
Jim, there's a product called Break Free. It's a yellow and black can at Walmart, and it's a lubricant, like you can clean your weapons with it, your guns, and just clean things.
Mhm.
But you can spray it on your gun and wipe it off and go back 6 months and it's still slick.
Mhm.
I'm not so sure I wouldn't try a drop of that on the collet before you shoved it. Not the collet here, but the round part.
Yep.
The
Part that
tapered
squeak-
part.
The taper.
Sounds like brake cleaner.
No, it's at least it's a little bit slick. It doesn't let it seize, and it won't. It keeps metal from corroding. I mean,
What's it called, Joe? Say it again.
Break Free. I'll send you.
Brake free.
I'll send you a picture.
Yeah. I'll give that a try because I'm still flying collets on the.
But if you didn't want to do it on your good airplane, put it on a test stand and tighten that crap of it. And let it sit out in the rain for a week, or spray water on it for a week and see if it turn loose.
All right, it's an
I
idea.
had a steel stud going into the aluminum part of the engine on my Toyota, and the cap got broke off of the stud, is what it was, and it was all corroded and galled in there. I couldn't get it out. So I put something like what Joe's talking about on there. Came back the next day, and I could almost take it out with my fingers.
Have you tried anti-seize?
No. I've used oil.
I would use the copper anti-seize, not the silver, the copper. Just a drop on the collet, the inside where they mash together.
And that
But-
helps prevent aluminum on aluminum galling.
It's kind of like stainless, you can't, it rolls the threads and it's terrible. So I don't know, it just might help.
All right. Thank you.
If I was to use that, I would tend to make a little indentation on the shaft so the points of those set screws can get set down in them.
Has some little flats.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see here. It says, this is from James Dean again. Use the bolt on the threaded collar that comes with the badass motors on my Thunderbird. Works just like the IC engine nuts or shafts. I don't know what that means, but that's what
I
he wrote.
do.
It's
I-
probably
I-
got a flat spot.
No.
I think I know what he's talking about.
It's an adapter. You turn the motor around
Right,
and you mount the
right.
other way. Then you bolt that 3 screws on. It's got a 20. It's 100 millimeter, really. 100 millimeter.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know what you're
yeah,
talking
you
about.
got, you have to mount you have to rear mount the motor.
That's correct.
Yeah,
And that'll work.
And then you got to
100
rework all your props, every one of them.
Every one of them, and all the
Yeah.
fittings for the spinners. Oh my gosh!
Right. That's why I've not done it.
It's
Hi,
like
Joe.
12,
I got your text. Thank you.
like $12. It's not bad, and it'll you if you don't like it, there, put it on your door hinges and stuff. It'll make them not squeak.
It's fun building, figuring out how to build gear pullers that fit in there too.
That's you gotta have reverse ones that reach on. Hoping you got open spinner to pull backwards.
Yep. I've built a gear puller that will do it.
Mhm.
Kind of Mickey Mouse, but it works. You use it now and again.
I've got one with the collet. And I end up getting a wooden screwdriver and whacking it, and it comes loose.
If you want to get a wheel collet like that to pull that's already made, go to your RC car department. Tell them you want a gear puller.
I spent hours searching for gear pullers, and I bought 3 of them. And the mechanical constraints of the front end of our stunners is very restrictive.
No
yeah.
room.
But
Yeah.
I was able to make one myself that it's not beautiful, but it works.
And do you really
I'm
want to?
not at all surprised by that, as handy as you are.
Yeah.
And
Say
when you
again,
do
Joe?
get pulled, you got a $90 spinner with spokes you're pulling on, hoping you don't break one of them. By the
Yeah.
way,
Right.
Yeah.
a little bit of pressure and a tap. Don't be pulling on it too hard, in my
Yep.
opinion.
I'll tell you, the Ukrainian airplane I have, the spinners, the collets and spinners and backplates that came with that seem to work very nicely. I suspect that they're just a little more precise than the domestic ones we have. So I don't have much experience, but I've been messing with it for about a year, and I've never had they're slick and smooth.
They might be using a higher silicone aluminum too.
Probably.
And I think it's all 7,000 series, but who knows? Who knows what they're using? Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Most of
Pablo
those guys are
good.
Go ahead.
The Pablo spinners are pieces of art.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. So are Sergey Solomonikovs. They're beautiful. They're beautiful.
Anybody
I did
heard from
notice he
Doran?
balances them. I took one off the other day. I hadn't noticed, but there's little rubber weights inside to balance them.
Really?
Yep.
How about that? No, I
Because
haven't,
it's a
Sparky.
composite. It's a composite. I've always had trouble with composite spinners, and
Yeah.
his are the best I've seen.
Here's one. If I turn this around.
Let me make you big.
Oh, you don't need to make me big.
Oh
Oh.
yeah.
There it is.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know if I can't figure out what to do. I can't figure out how to test it to prove it. But Bob Hunt says that Igor says that the motor pulls air out the front and pushes it out the gap between the motor and the spinner, the fuselage and the spinner. So those gaps on the front of that are supposed to grab air and cool the motor are going to be working against the motor's natural cooling if that's what it does. But I just can't understand how that could beat what you got there. That's gonna force air in there and push it through the motor.
I
I
can
don't see any-
understand how that can be,
Yeah.
but
Well-
I can't understand how to test. I can't figure out how to test for it.
An
Well, that's what I'm saying.
automobile and a smoke.
Mom,
Yep.
Where would you put the
Yep.
smoke in?
At the back,
Uh,
at
right
the
in
back.
front.
Put it in the cowling. Put it in the cowling and see
Or
where it comes
tough.
out.
yeah.
No, just
I
crank
happen
it
to
up
have
with
some
some,
little smoke bombs.
crank it
I'll
up
try
and
that.
crank it up and blow some smoke on the spinner and see where it comes out.
Well, yeah, you'd
Well-
want to do it at flight speed. So,
Yeah.
hence
Yeah.
an automobile.
Just get a good cigar.
So you gotta have,
Automobile cigar.
you gotta bring in the effect of the airspeed as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yep.
I don't know how the heck you test it, but
A fan and some smoke.
The Pablo spinners are cut veined, where they're pulling there and pushing it backwards.
Yeah, true turns were that way too. That the back plate
Yeah.
was really a vein.
A
Yeah.
vein.
yeah,
It ain't coming out there. The gap's too. Jim's gap probably isn't into 40 thousandths anyhow. The way he built his airplane, not
Yeah.
enough gap to get too much air.
I would bet.
It won't cool
Yeah.
the motor. What gap there is in that spinner?
I would bet Jim's is tight. I've seen Jim's building,
would
and I
too.
would bet his is tight.
Yeah, but there's
He
big
does
slots
good.
in the spinner.
Yeah.
Hey Ken, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Everything going okay with your plane?
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, on this, on this discussion, you're just, oh boy, have I got an echo.
Cause you got two windows open. You got another Ken and Kim window open. You need to shut that one.
How did I get that open?
Good night, Precious.
I don't
I
know. I'm
didn't
not
open
on
it.
that end.
How do you get it closed?
Or just mute one.
Yeah.
How do you mute a window that's not your own? Well, I'll
I
just
see
deal
you're-
with the echo.
Wasn't that?
On the same issue you're talking about, Mark Wood did a test for me in order to try and figure out my cooling problem with the twin, and he mounted the motor vertical with no prop, and there was absolutely no air coming out of the front. I don't know if that helps or not.
Yeah, I
That's
think
an
it, I
interesting
think it
Got
test.
does.
air
'Cause-
blowing over it at flight speed, 55 miles an hour.
That
yeah, I
means
think
the,
it.
that means the air should be going in.
Yeah, I think that annular inlet is a trick, but I like the slots in the spinner. I've got that on two of my planes, and I like that.
Well, who cares
Okay.
what direction the air's going if
Hmm.
it keeps the motor cool?
That's right.
That's
As
right.
that's
There
it.
you
As
go.
long as the motor gets cool, it
you
stays
go.
cool enough. Who cares?
My Froome spinner hasn't got any notches.
Uh, my Froome don't either, because I'm not gonna mess up a Froome.
I cut them brand new Froome from my airplane.
Yeah, I cut a Froome for the airplane, but I
I
don't
did
want to
too.
mess it up.
Is it
Get
a
a-
needle nose or a standard?
I don't know. I don't know. It's not a true needle nose. It's a big spinner.
I got a new needle nose spinner, Froome, brand new, never cut. But it's pointy, man. If that would have hit that guy over there, he'd have been hurt. I mean, it's pointy.
Yeah, mine's not a needle nose.
Yeah, I got a 2-inch needle nose that's going on my, you name it. And when I heard what happened, I thought, God, if I'd done that with this plane, it would have,
Them big
that
needle
would have
nose.
been, it
They're
would have
hard
been
to
the end of
prop.
my flying, because I'd have had nightmares from then on.
If you put those on a piston engine, they're hard to prop. They're so big.
Yeah, you cut your knuckles.
Nah, you
Yeah,
just got to have
you'll
big
see.
hands, reach around it.
Yeah.
It's no
No,
big
you
deal.
you got to prime it first before you can backflip it.
I've never had any problem. I don't know.
Is that right? Okay.
Big
Well,
head.
that point on that Froome spinner is so sharp you'll cut your knuckles. It ain't like a Randy spinner. Randy spinner has some type of round on it. This is pointy like a needle. I mean,
Oh, I know what you mean. I've got several of them. I got 2 or 3 of them. Yeah. We got one on a.
The scariest thing I ever did with an aluminum spinner was I took one of these Vico spinners,
Make him big.
made for a 2-blade, and fashioned a piece of aluminum sheet to fill that gap, held it in with JB weld, smoothed it, made it nice, and then took that spinner and cut it for a 3-blade.
Oh my.
Ooh.
So
Ooh.
Joe Reinhardt did that years ago. And I mean,
Wow.
if I hadn't seen him do it and have it work, I never in a million years would have tried it.
I wouldn't have
But
tried
I
it
did,
either.
and it worked.
See this? You backflash the metal on the back side, and then fill it with putty.
I
Maybe
cut a
well.
piece.
Big, make him big, please.
He's big here.
Yeah.
Not big here.
Go to a different screen, Joe.
You've always been big in my book. So.
There you go.
I cut a piece of aluminum sheet, maybe 1/16 thick, and fashioned it to fit in that gap. And the gap wasn't
perfect.
The hole wasn't that big as this
one
is. And JB welded it in and smoothed it out.
I'll be darned.
And it worked. And you know what, Joe? You launched that airplane, that pink Snoopy airplane.
Is that right? It was on that airplane.
Yeah, yeah. You launched
that.
That
was a winner. That was a winner.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I launched the winning airplane.
Cool. But that was pretty scary on an IC engine, an aluminum spinner like that.
Wow.
But it's been trouble free.
Joe knew something.
That just says you did something right. You did it right.
Good to see him this year.
Yeah, he mentioned to me he saw you, Sparky.
Did he?
Yeah. You know what he said? He went to the Nationals and watched Top 20 Day and kind of good news, bad news. He kind of does that every year. And he says what happens is he starts socializing with people and never gets to see the flying. But he said this year, there weren't a lot of people there. I mean, just the contestants and the officials. So he didn't socialize much, but he got to see the flying.
Good show.
Where did you talk to him at? You live in California or Arizona, right?
Yeah, I do.
And where does he live?
He lives in Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah.
We both have telephones.
Oh, okay.
Well, I used to have one.
I like you.
Didn't you meet him when you were in college, Jim? Is that right?
I did in the 70s. I was in college and he was a stunt flyer in Columbus. Yeah. And we've stayed in good touch ever since.
He's a good lad, man.
Yeah.
He's not flying anymore. He's just building.
He's not competing anymore. He's
Yeah,
still flying.
coming through the circle.
Yeah.
Because I asked him, "Are you flying?" He said no, but maybe that's what you mean. He's not competing.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't fly much. He's more and more. He's handing his airplanes off to other people. But
right, he builds great.
Oh,
super.
Oh, yes.
That's for sure. He builds beautiful airplanes.
Yeah.
I was talking.
I don't know whether Jim showed him or he showed Jim, but they both build pretty airplanes.
I'm definitely the student.
I'll tell you what, you learned well, Grasshopper. Evidently, you were a good student because you build a beautiful airplane.
Oh, thank you.
You're not a bad flyer either.
I saw you had a 115-degree day out there one day last week. Real time.
That was yesterday and today.
yesterday
And
and tomorrow.
tomorrow,
115
Yeah.
degrees.
Real temperature.
and all
Yeah,
last
that's
week.
hot. It's hot.
That's
That's
hot.
hot.
That's
That's
How
hot.
much nitro you running on a day
You
like that?
you did go home early, didn't you?
Well, you know, the
Golly.
routine here is I'm up at before the sun and I walk the dogs at about 6. And by 8 or 9 o'clock, you know, you go indoors and stay.
And stay. And stay.
Yeah. Yeah. No, summer in Phoenix is not fun. Not fun. And then we, you know, go swimming, and then we have a swimming pool. So at sunset, we'll go swimming.
But I'll tell you what, the winters are nice out there because they're like 75 degrees.
Yeah.
I
So
hope
yeah,
the swimming pools. I hope the swimming pools are conditioned.
well, that's a problem. The swimming pool is warm. You got to be careful, or you're doing a biology experiment.
Oh, that's bad. Oh,
Yeah, I spend a lot of time taking care of swimming pools.
You're
I can
experienced.
believe that.
Yeah,
I can believe that.
my next career.
Mhm.
There's a
Look
needle
at
nose.
Look,
There's a
look at the
needle
difference
nose.
in the point on that compared to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine's the one in your left hand. That's what I have.
This
Yeah,
right
that's what I
here
have.
will cut your knuckles when you're starting the engine.
I believe it.
You got to be careful. That's for sure.
Who made the pointy one, Sparky? Is that a Randy?
So
That's a
the
Froome.
Oh.
A long one.
And they're pretty light.
Yeah, they're lighter than a Randy spinner.
No, by far.
You know, the spinners I miss are the true turns.
Yeah.
I think they were the most precise of the commercial spinners out there.
The only thing I didn't like about them is how they mount with that. Let me see, I got one here somewhere.
Yeah.
That recess.
Yeah, their fitting was heavy.
They mount with that hole, the bolt in the end. Can you see that? I don't like
Yeah.
that.
But John Callentine built a Raby Sea Fury electric, and it needed a 3-inch spinner. And he tried quite a number of spinners and never could find one that was balanced adequately until, you know, he ponied up for the True Turn version. And that's what worked.
About $80 for 3-inch.
That's spot on. That's right.
Yeah.
But think
How
how
did
much
that
he
airplane
spent on the
fly?
ones he threw away.
How did that airplane fly, or did it?
His came out pretty heavy. It was, I
Yeah.
mean, it's a front row airplane. It's flawless, and it's heavy, so it doesn't fly well.
Yeah.
Time to eat.
Yep, I got to punch out dinner. Bye bye.
Mom's calling.
Bye.
Take care, Jim. Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah,
Bye
Jim.
bye.
See ya.
10 o'clock here, and he's having supper. Wow. 9, 8, 7. Well, yeah, that figures.
Hey, it looks like Howard might be flying.
Yeah.
Only 8 o'clock here. We're on the same time zone.
Yeah.
Has really sensitive controls, but full up and full down is like a 1/4 inch of lead out trail.
Oh my.
Whoa.
Well, give us a show, Howard. Make it exciting.
Yeah.
Make it exciting. Let's see. We got anything in the chat? Okay.
Mark did.
7 o'clock.
Mark did. Sorry. Mark, did you like the video of the Bearcat flying?
Oh yeah.
Is that amazing?
Mine asked me if I started on my yellow Bearcat yet.
What Bearcat did you have flying? Mark's
No,
Bearcat?
it was a video of the yellow one that made it to Oshkosh that just got
Oh,
rebuilt.
whoa, yeah, yeah.
What did
Beetle
they call
bomb?
that? They had a name for that in the program.
The beetle
Beetle
bomb?
bomb or something like that.
No,
No,
Yeah,
not that one.
this was yellow and black trim.
that's a family heirloom from somebody, wasn't it, Ed?
I don't recall, but boy, they did a heck of a job.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Paint scheme's very simple, but very pretty,
Yeah.
very
Yeah,
striking.
and it's you know, like it says, doing this control line, something like that, is that would be fairly easier to do, but and like you said, it stands out.
Mhm.
The yellow color denotes a tug or target tug. The
So
yellow
that's the
sail.
one you aim at?
No, that's the one you have to, depending on the angle of your shot. If he's going straight over you, you have to wait till it's 45 degrees so he's out of the arc of the projectile.
You
Well,
aimed
Yeah,
at it. By the time it got there, it'd be gone.
It's a uniquely preserved warbird. Has had that paint job since '65. It's been around a long time like that.
well,
Wow.
the Navy aerobatic team, when they're flying them, they had one painted yellow, but that was
No,
beetle
no
bomb.
trim. That's right.
That was the
Different.
beetle bomb. Yeah, number 0.
You want to see it? I got the video here.
Yes, please.
Yeah, yeah.
Bernie flew it. Guy named Bernie.
Is that allowed, Sparky?
Will you guys quit asking me that? He has to request it, then I can push the button. I mean, I get asked that, is it allowed? Yeah, it's allowed.
Mm.
You see it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's awful low.
That's really low.
Straight up.
The yellow paint job is really neat, though. I like it.
It looks like Mark's Bearcat flying.
Look at it go up.
And that thing had power.
That's one thing those things weren't hurting for. Power and torque.
It's the same engine in a P-47 and a
Yeah,
Hellcat.
R2800.
Yep.
Got a
Corsair.
14-foot propeller.
If they'd have had that airplane
I don't
out
know if it was that
sooner,
big or not.
the Japanese would have a whole lot of trouble.
12 or
Yeah.
14-foot propeller, variable pitch. I looked it up
But
one
that
night.
thing was.
Okay.
Everybody says, well, it had the same motor as the Wildcat and the Wildcat and the Corsair and all of that. Yeah, but it was smaller and lighter. A
The
lot
Corsair
lighter. It
had
had
that.
6
Right.
cannons.
The Corsair had
12
that
feet,
corn
7
cob
inches.
engine. 3 or
I'm sorry, I
4
still didn't
rows.
hear you.
12 feet, 7-inch prop.
Yeah.
Those things are really moved, though.
Double row Wasp, is that what it's in it?
Yes.
sir.
Yeah.
That was it.
B-26.
And it would
Douglas
get out
thing.
of Dodge.
A lot of fun cleaning spark plugs.
Lodestar.
Oh, you have a warped sense of fun, sir.
The
Been
one you
there.
don't want to mess with is the 43.
Been there.
The 4360 is the one you don't want to deal with.
Yeah, there you go.
What's
It's
that?
kind of
that
like
3 rows?
sanding a
It's
model.
4-row, same engine, 4-row.
Yeah.
Oh, that's on
cylinder-
Super Corsair.
Four cylinders, or 7 cylinders, 4 rows. So 28 times 2. So that would be 56 spark plugs.
It'll take a while.
Golly day.
All week long.
Could you get to the plugs on all of them without removing some baffling? I don't think you probably could.
No. Well, on the 2800s and the smaller ones, there was always something that had to be removed.
Uh-huh. I
Yeah,
bet
man.
there's baffling.
You were hoping to
Howard,
find the
did you-
plugs not looking very good, so that way you just replaced them. Yep, there we go.
All right. That looks like a homemade, not a homemade airplane. That looks like a Target airplane.
It's not.
No,
It's a.
Howard built that airplane.
Did he?
Oh yeah.
I think that's a shark.
Yeah, Howard built it.
Yeah, he took a
I don't
trip
think
to
so.
Ukraine, and he
I think he got that from Phil Gunderson estate. Golly, that thing will turn.
Well, the controls on those airplanes are like a ringmaster, 45 degrees up, 45 degrees down. It's either going to turn or stall one.
Well, that's cool.
I had a guy call me the other night, and I had said on here that I liked another airplane better than I liked the Axioma just for myself. And he called me and offered me a ridiculously low price for my Axioma. I said, I don't, just because I don't like it as well as another airplane, don't mean I'm going to give it away.
yeah.
Guys, I got an early day tomorrow, so good seeing y'all.
Good
Thanks
seeing
for
you.
everything.
Ed, take care of yourself, buddy.
Congratulations, Ed. Well done.
Thank you.
I got to take off too, so I'll
Congrats.
see you
Good
guys.
night, Ed.
Oh, shucks.
Good night.
Good night, Mark.
Take care of
Good
yourself.
night, Mark. Ed.
It's 9 o'clock. It's time to get off of YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, we do this twice weekly, Mondays and Fridays at 7 Central. You have to be a member of Stunt Hangar and a supporter. And you can get in there at the bench. And now I got to go through the dance to get to the where I shut them off at. And we'll turn this over to Gary for an after party. Is he awake?
I don't think so.
Gary.
get
He's
him up.
moving.
Hey, Gary. There you
Yeah.
are.
He's waking up.
Yeah. I'm
Good morning,
listening.
Where
Gary.
did you,
All right,
where did
guys.
you get all that
Like,
balsa wood? Oh, I'm
like,
sorry. Go ahead.
subscribe, and share. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to end this program. Like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you tomorrow. Fair winds, tight lines. See you.
Mark, you got a
It's
couple
now
$100
over.
worth of balsa there.